Hey guys, welcome back, and I guess we gotta finally head off to the next area, don't we? Hey Estelle, heading out already? You just came home, sure you can't stay around a while? Yeah, sorry, there's kind of a lot going on. And so once that current job's done, I totally intend to come back and take a load off for a while. Really should. We were waiting. Anyway, your ticket's already been paid for by Ina. Ready to check in? As always, we should wait for the ship to check in. Do you have any other business involvement before we go? Let's fly. I'll give the guild house a ring and call the other members for our team. And off we go again. All 7 of us. I was actually just trying to think then who the 8th member of our original party was, but it's kind of obvious. Yeah. I see. Now we have to gospel influencing people's minds, using a fog's particulate matter as a medium to exert mental control over a large area. Well, that settles one question at least. Excuse me, Professor. Cassius, you old dog, good timing. Escaped Leiston, did ya? Yes, I finally managed to finish a bit of work. I thought I would stop by and see how you're holding up. What's this? A report from your granddaughter? Yes, just arrived. Express some condolence. Thanks to Tita's report, I'm quite certain of my theory now. About a gospel, I'm assuming. Yes, so it's ultimately still a hypothesis at this point. I've gone over it again and again, both on paper and with a Capel. Well, so I'm reasonably sure of it. Shall I go over it? Absolutely. Alright then. So, what have you been calling the Gospel's orbital shutdown phenomenon? Tell me, what do you think it is, based on what you've seen and heard? It's an effect that occurs in any orbital device located near an active Gospel, chaining from one device to another. And it renders those devices inert while a Gospel is active. That's what it seems to me, at least. Half right and half wrong. What you're doing is describing is closer to the orbital anticept. That shorts out the internal quartz circuits of any orbment temporarily suspend its functionality. The phenomenon is generated by a Gospel, however, is fundamentally different. It steals all the orbital energy formed by an orbment, down to the very last joule. This is more of an orbital absorption phenomenon then? Yes. To make a comparison to a combustion engine, it's like siphoning out of petrol. But wait. Unless I badly misunderstand physics, that means a Gospel should absorb and store all that power, correct? Good eye, lad. You notice a very important fact. So I've measured a Gospel after it absorbs energy. The Gospel does not actually hold any of it. Not even a single EP's worth. Is it possible the energy is being vented into a wider environment? No, not at all. The energy disappears. Completely. Utterly. And quite impossibly thanks to thermodynamics. Furthermore, these new Gospel Estelles we've been encountering, every time they're encountered, they cause unbelievable phenomena that even our best orbital engineering can't explain. It's unclear how they're causing such effects, but I can say one thing with confidence. They're too small. I can say with absolute certainty that any device enabling such massive effects could not fit into the palm of one's hand. Even if a society somehow possesses technology centuries ahead of our own, knowing that small should contain that much potential energy. I think I'm starting to see where this is going. You're saying that Gospels must be terminals then? Access points of some sort? Exactly. The only function gospel unit itself has is an ability to manifest an abnormal warp in a local orbal field. That warp then resonates with any local orbal devices, expands, and draws energy from the devices. The energy then disappears through the warp. Well, no, it doesn't disappear. It's sent elsewhere. And whatever is located elsewhere, it's capable of causing impossible effects you've seen. You know, I hope I'm misunderstanding this. I'm afraid you get a passing grade here, old friend. The Society can use a gospel to draw out and spread the power of whatever this thing is. Spreading the influence of a mysterious force, no wonder a society named them Gospels. In that case, the nature of this thing bothers me. As you said, even if it's an augment out of our purest fiction. As far as that goes, I'm afraid I have no real clue. Got a number of possibilities, but that would be pure speculation at this point. Now, Cassius, I'll ask you the same question I asked you 10 years ago. We're in quite a pickle. What do you need me to do? The exact words as when I asked you to develop a patrol airship. Well then. The key, I think, must lie in this warp the gospel creates. Russell, can you develop some kind of plan or method of stopping the resonance, the spread? I thought you'd ask that. I'm just about done with my current invention anyway. I'll get to work as soon as I'm done with that. Back on board the Cecilia. This will actually end up completing our world tour as well, from the looks of it. Which will be interesting because, in terms of the game, I always find that this game seems to be going around the world once. Oh, hi Estelle. Still walking around? Sorta, yeah. Oh, yeah, Tito, I was wondering, did you dream at all when we put to sleep? Yeah, I did. It was a dream when Mum and Dad came home. Mum and Grandpa got into a loving fist fight for the first time in forever. I see. That still sounds like a really nice dream, though. Yeah. You showed up, of course, Estelle. I did? Yeah. After Mum and Dad came home, you and Joshua and Agate all came by to visit. And Grandpa suggested we take a trip to the hot springs in Elmo. That really does sound like a fun dream. Yeah, now we just got to make that dream come true. Yeah. Estelle, have you been to Ravenue Village? Yep, I stopped there once on a job. That's Agate's hometown, right? Yeah, and a little sister named Misha living there. Agate goes back pretty often, I think. At least once a year to say hello to her. Ah, right. Agate's little sister, huh? Must be hard for a poor girl having such an antisocial lump for a brother. Estelle, that's not nice. Agate be blunt. It's also real nice. Yeah. He's just kind of clumsy and easy to embarrass, to be honest. You know, I bet Misha's a really good person. Whenever Agate talks about her, his eyes turn so gentle. Peter, what's wrong? No, it's nothing. My heart felt kind of weird for a bit. I wonder why. Oh, someone's a bit jealous of Misha, I bet. Oh, hello, miss. Very sorry about the delays in Roland. I'm afraid really launching into that fog would have been incredibly dangerous. My friend's one of the guards at Hacking Gate, and let me tell you, the existence of the Empire weighs more heavily on the minds of our troops than anyone else. Ironically, I think our military men will welcome a non-aggression pact more than the rest of us. Boza has a really famous restaurant in it. Oh, I know. Mummy, let's eat there. Really, child. My daughter keeps saying she wants to eat it with the Anterose. Must be nice to be a child so innocent. Sort of aware of prices. My apologies for late departure from port. So I've been captain for years, I've never seen fog that thick. Even a lighter full beam couldn't burn through it. Helm, you're going a bit too far northwest. We don't want to get too close to a mountainside. Want to avoid turbulence if we can. Foreshadowing. Badum. Yes, sir, understood. Correcting course to south. Dum da dum. Okay. Hey, something wrong, Agate? Oh, it's nothing. You still wandering around the ship? Yeah, basically. You're from Avenue in Bowes region, right? This will be your first time back home in a while then. It's been a little while, yeah. You just stopped by the old place of Queen's birthday celebrations a while back though. Hey, wait a sec. Why are you assuming I'm going back home? Ah, don't be embarrassed, you big teddy bear. You had a little sister back in Avenue, right? You mentioned her once. You must be a bigger softy when it comes to her, huh? Hey. Where the heck in Avenue is your house anyway? I don't remember meeting any girls who stood out as Agate's little sister when we were investigating with Sky Bandits. I was a little girl with Louis, but no, too young. I think your little sister gotta have your hair. I'll introduce you to Misha soon. Assuming you have some reason to visit anyway. In that case, I'll have to bring Tita along too. Why would you have to do that? Tita's kind of attached to you in case you hadn't noticed. She'd be pretty let down if you didn't introduce her to her sister, right? Oh, I get it. You don't want Misha and Tita to meet her. Well, now I get it. I might get together and get in lots of trouble like Tita did with Ren. Or I might get jealous of each other. Ah, being an older brother must be hard work. Oh, that's what you meant. Huh? Well, don't worry. I'll clean up any mess when it happens. I've gotten pretty good at Tita herding. So just go ahead and introduce those two crazy kids. I'll make sure nothing blows up. Yeah, thanks. I'll be counting on you for that. Why do I feel like they don't really have a brother-sister relationship like we think they do? Hi, Mum. You've been riding a lot lately. If I can roll them, totally kick, wasn't it? Took a chance to get out and enjoy some nature. Bowes has been absolutely peaceful for a while now, it seems. Even the Bell News says nothing of the boats happened. That's something to be happy about, at least. Or suspicious. Bowes Market is a dreamland for anyone who likes to shop. I've heard even the manager of the Edo department store is a fan of a Bowes Market. Ah, Estelle. At last we return to Bowes, a land laden with memories of our first meeting. It makes my heart swell to return to a place with such sweet nostalgia. Shock as it may be, I kind of have to agree on the heart-swelling memories bit. Although, as I remember it, you were kind of rude back then. You said I wasn't attractive and made fun of me like a schoolboy. You must understand me, my fair Rose. I would only display such cute, bashful behaviour in order to hide feelings of love unabated. Yeah, I bet that's it exactly. You sure didn't waste any time putting the moves on show, as I remember. Or Joshua. Well, putting that aside, as you stand now, your beauty is incomparable to what it was then. Yours is a supple, healthy beauty, with a maiden's gentle virtue. Indeed, you have grown, Estelle. Oh, thank you. Though, when you put it that way, it's kind of embarrassing. Please don't say it like that again. There is no shame to be had in virtue, Estelle. Still, you have but only begun to climb the ladder of adulthood. Should you wish to ascend even higher, I would be more than happy to assist you. No, thank you. If I was ever in a position to ask anyone about that sort of thing, it'd be a million times better off asking Shara. Ah, a pity. The things I could teach, though Shara would be one to... Ah. I'll remind you that I have a very large stick. So, want to get on? Hello, Estelle. Hi, Shara. So this is where you went. Oh, wait. Do you want to be alone for a bit? Oh, this is unlike you, Estelle. Why so reserved? You want to ask about Luciola, right? Yeah. She said we met a long time ago, but I really don't remember her at all. I was wondering what she's like, if you could jog my memory. Let's see, where to begin? We have to begin with a stage name, I suppose. Luciola the Bewitching Bell. She could show her audience illusions by dancing while using bells and fans, thus bewitching them, you see. Hers was a centrepiece performance of our little circus troupe, the one that really brought the audiences in. Illusions. Does she use an ornament to make them? No. She always used something she always called illusion magic, which is apparently some kind of very old non-orbal art. Luciola was from a family with a tradition of working with that art. Was? People who fall in with a travelling circus like ours tend to be one of two kinds. People who were caused to abandon their previous home and families, or people who never had such a thing to begin with. Luciola was one of the former, and I was the latter. I was about 7 years old when Mr. Harvey and his band took me in. Back then, I was little more than a street urchin living in the slums of a city. Pickpocketing, petty theft. There was little I wouldn't do to try to survive. Once he reached out for a hand to me with a troops leader, Mr. Harvey. and Luciola. They taught me, a little girl who couldn't trust anyone, the warmth of a family. They taught me all sorts of skills would earn a place in myself in a troupe. Dancing, beast handling, tarot reading. Luciola taught me all of it. But then, 8 years ago, Mr. Harvey died in an accident. Without his leadership, we all just drifted apart and went our own ways. We were planning on staying with Luciola, but soon after Mr. Harvey died, she simply told me there was something I must do, and vanished. Hopeless and lost for the first time in years, I turned to one remaining man in the world of whom I simply trusted. As you might suspect, that was Cassius, who'd already begun working as a bracer. I mean, you know the rest, I imagine. So that's what happened. I had no idea he'd gone through something like that. The reason I had aimed to be a bracer was, at first, to try to improve myself. I wanted to be able to live it proper, on my own, show Luciola how far I'd come once she returned. But, well, it's been 8 years. Perhaps that was enough time to re-examine my reasons. Don't make that face. Like Zin said, I don't intend to simply fight her without saying a word. I want to hear Luciola's story from her before doing anything. I have to know the possible reason she could have made to associate with society. I got your back, Shara. I'll do anything I can to help. I know I can always count on you. Still, you've grown quite a bit, haven't you, Estelle? What? That's got a sudden. I thought you'd been exactly what I expect of Cassius's daughter. I don't think that's quite right or fair anymore, though. What do you mean? Your strength isn't quite the same as Cassius's. Cassius had a heart as deep as the ocean, and strength like a relentless wave. But you, Estelle? Your strength is like the sun. You shine and make others shine just by being near them. Eh? My Estelle, you shine like the sun. I think that's why people are attracted to you so easily. It's what I like the most about you. I know Joshua felt the same way. I don't think you'll need to feel any pressure to live up to Cassius, is my point. You really are my big sister, Shara. You always know how to encourage me. Thanks. You're welcome. Not saying you should return the favour, mine, but you really should drink with me sometime. Now before Bracer, you'd better learn how to handle liquor. How is booze related to you know what? Never mind, I don't want to know. And up I go. Seems like the non-aggression pact was signed with no delays. Hope it leads to harmony between Liberl and its neighbours. Hello, miss. Thank you for the patronage. To your right, currently you can view Nebel Valley. Fog around Roland is cleared, but that area remains foggy year-round. Apparently there's some very nice lodgings at the edge of Valeria Lake. Very popular with fishermen, I've heard. My, that fog was terrible. And then it just dissipated in an instant. Never seen such strange fog in my days. Oh, Estelle, good work this time. You're really growing as a bracer. I'm still kind of a newbie, I think. Like I'm not even remotely as good as a staffer as Dad was. Well, I don't think you should worry much about Master Cassius. An S-rank bracer is a master of their profession to a degree that they attain a unity of purpose and all martial artists seek, after all. To be honest, I don't think I could attain such alignment even if I spent my whole life trying. I see. I gotta admit, it's kind of hard for me to understand how incredible my dad is, but... Actually, Zin, you mentioned the whole unity of purpose idea to Chloe a while back at the castle. What does that mean? Yeah, I did. It's kind of tough to explain, to be honest. Well, here goes. After Cassius was once such a transcendent master of the sword, he was given the title of Divine Blade. Today, though, he can wield a staff just as easy as a sword he spent his life training with. Why do you think that is? He practiced real hard? That's part of it, sure. But more than that is because he could instantly understand and relate to the nature of a staff combat, to his previous experience. Something beyond what we call skill, above practicing forms and reflexes, above muscle memory. Think of it as a mental state where one can grasp the true nature of all things and control them at will. That our concept is what we refer to as unity of purpose. The true nature of all things, huh? His plan to push back the Imperial army during the war was the same, I'd bet. He understood the nature of war, of combat, so intrinsically, so instinctively, he was able to construct the plan he did. There will be no more fearsome There'll be no one more fearsome as a foe. I get it, I think. But that means even my supposedly enlightened dad was beaten in some ways by the society. During the coup, he was lured out of the country for starters. Yeah, they almost certainly possessed someone equal to Master Cassius. It's hard to know if it's whoever Lowe is or this professor. Could it be the guy we know as Lawrence, who was pretty powerful? I don't know. He is incredibly skilled, sure, but I doubt he could match up to Master Cassius. Besides his chi, his soul. They do not have the same unity of purpose. Not in the way I spoke of. He is a blade sharpened in one specific way by the coldest frost, tempered to perfection, untouched by anyone. That's the sense I got him in the arena, at least. Yeah, I get what you mean. He hasn't shown himself, but I figure he's got to be up with something. He did seem to have some kind of fixation on Joshua, however. It wouldn't surprise me if they know each other from Joshua's days in the society. Between him, me and Shara, we've got some strange ties in our pastorist group. I wonder if this is guidance of she who dwells above. We'll find out in the next episode, shall we? When I speak to Chloe and hopefully land this thing. Bye bye.